Domestic violence is a serious problem in Oklahoma City. I work at the police department and I've seen how it overlaps into many crime categories, such as arson, destruction of property, homicides, child abuse, things like that. And oftentimes people don't understand or see the correlation. We also have a very high rate of women being murdered by men in our community and a high rate of calls for service to 911 from survivors of domestic violence.
We need to change those numbers. We need to look at it and say, we're doing the same things for the last 10 years. So something needs to change.
Anytime that we can do things better to help families, I mean, in a lot of different arenas, whether it be in the prosecution, to support a victim, if it's investigation, whether it's social services, anything we can do to do a better job of helping support families in this community is a great endeavor, and I think that's what the Family Justice Center will do.
The Family Justice Center is a co-location of agencies that are working in family violence. So it can be anything from domestic violence, child abuse, sex crimes, elder abuse, human trafficking, and all the various service providers that interface with these families.
I realize that a lot of the family violence issues that we experience in our community is all generational, and that it affects public safety, it affects our criminal justice system.
I'm very excited about the idea of a Family Justice Center. It's kind of been a dream. This center for victims provides easy access. That's probably one of the most critical things. How can we do it better? How can we work together better to make the journey to healing and safety much easier for victims? And I think, to me, that's what the Family Justice Center can do.
I'm a survivor. I was taken captive in September 2014. I was kidnapped for 2.5 months, severely beaten. I think a Family Justice Center would have changed the outcome. For one, I would have had resources to help me process what happened to me. I love seeing the community gather and rally as a survivor. It's very therapeutic for me. It makes me feel like I'm finally being heard.
A Family Justice Center is needed in Oklahoma City and Oklahoma County because families experiencing violence don't have one place they can go to where it's easy and it's understood that if they go there, their needs will be met. We want this to be easy. We want it to be a place where they can go, where they know that they're not going to have to be traveling around. They're not going to have to get on a bus, take their children here, there, and everywhere. We need one place where they can go, where they know that their needs will be met.
I'm proud to be part of the Oklahoma City Family Justice Center because it is a way to help a group of people who are sorely in need of services that they are not getting today.
I think it's a great endeavor as far as what we can do to better support our families in the community in a lot of different ways. It's getting the victim the support she may need to feel like she can prosecute, feel like she's strong enough to prosecute, the resources to feel safe, whether it's a shelter. It really, I mean, there's a lot of things that I think by bringing our different social services together along with law enforcement will do to help support our victims and our families of victims. So I think the Family Justice Center will be a great tool.
I'm involved with the Family Justice Center because I feel that we as an agency and I as a male need to be in order to solve and save a generation of kids.
I would say child abuse and domestic violence are very much integrated. I have yet to see a domestic violence case where children are involved, where the children isn't involved in trauma. Those children deserve to have services just like their parent does.
And I know that the victims and survivors and the offenders that we're dealing with now were once children who dealt with the same issues. And if we don't step in now, I'm going to be wondering why I didn't take care of those babies when they were young and why I'm having to incarcerate them now or bury them as victims.